fellow followers, and welcome to FanZcene. And today I have for you, Netflix stock has plummeted and physical media continues to hold strong. For some of you who may not know, and for some of you that do know, it was recently announced that Netflix stock has took a pretty drastic hit there, and their growing rate has slowed on subscribers, and this is actually a pretty big deal for the Netflix streaming service. And before I get into all this, I just want to let you guys know I'm not against streaming services. I like streaming services. I have a few myself. But with there being so many, and what I'm going to talk to you about, and with the way the world is right now, old FanZcene here is probably going to have to tighten his belt and get rid of some of these streaming services. But that's okay, because FanZcene has physical media and tons of it to hold him over for entertainment wise. But as I was saying here, we could speculate on so many different things on why Netflix's stock has plummeted. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with the people going back out into the world now and getting their lives back on track, and so many other streaming services out there, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, and just so forth, and it's just so many other options. And some of those are actually gotten cheaper than Netflix, because now, also announced by Netflix, they have raised their subscription prices. Each tier they have 3 tiers, and each tier has gone up in price, thus making Netflix the most expensive streaming service there is. This doesn't bode well as well too for Netflix and their subscriber growth. And it's hard out there, because I did read this article. I can't remember if it was from I found it from Robert Bayer Burnett, or if I saw it on his channel or something. But there's so many movies and projects for like Netflix and streaming services that are getting greenlit that would never have been greenlit before, because all these streaming services, specifically like Netflix too, because of all the competition, are desperate for content. So we're getting all these influx of movies and TV shows on streaming services, and it's becoming harder and harder to find something that you would like and enjoy. And yeah, there will be gems, some good stuff coming out that may take a while for people to get grasp onto, because there's just so much bombardment of content. And that's one of the problems I have with streaming services. But like I said, I am not against streaming services. I think streaming services are very beneficial for people who enjoy movies and TV and entertainment, because maybe you will find that gem that you've never seen before, and maybe it will lead you to buy the physical copy of it, unless it's like a exclusive to streaming thing, which that's another thing I wish they would do. I wish they would put their movies and TV shows on streaming. They've done it very little here and there, but it's just it's Hollywood's new thing, and is the streaming. They're going to focus mainly on streaming, so we're not going to get so many physical releases of their new stuff that they made exclusively for streaming. Now, moving on to the physical media side of things here, Scream Factory, which is a branch of Shout Factory, a boutique Blu-ray label, which I absolutely love. They recently posted this on all their socials about how they have 50 plus titles that are not streaming, and it's just beautiful. Look at all these beautiful releases. I know some of you may be saying that these are new movies, they're older movies. It doesn't matter. If you've never seen these movies before, if you've always been interested in physical media, check them out. You might like them. It's new to you. You might find something that you really loved, or that you missed out, and it will become a favorite, or something that you've been searching for so long, because it's not just the Scream Factory part, which it focuses a little more on horror and stuff on Shout Factory, but Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Arrow Video, Blue Underground, MVP, is it MVP or MVD? I can't remember the name of that one, but Vinegar Syndrome, Severance, Synapse. All these boutique Blu-ray companies and are making so many great releases here lately. I've covered a lot of them here on my channel, and it's not just those, because I'll put the link down below, because on that post that Scream Factory made, they put where you can click on it and go through the list of stuff that's not streaming, which I will put in. Like I said, I'll put that in the description down below. But there's so many of these companies that have so many of these releases. It's not just those. There's so many that you just cannot find on streaming. Yeah, some of them can. You can go through Tubi, because Tubi has a lot of stuff. There's an example of a streaming service that you don't have to pay for, that has it's got commercials, but it's got a lot of stuff on there that maybe it's hard to find. But yeah, some of these you may be able to find out there in streaming services or non-pay streaming services, but they're some of them are just too hard to find, and some of them you just may never find on streaming, and some of them there's rights issues, there's all kinds of issues with this studio and that studio, and then putting it on streaming, whatever. But I just prefer physical media, and like I did a video here not too long ago where Shout Factory, their CEO, basically said that they've experienced growth and they've held steady, which, I'll put a link right here to that video so you guys can check that out, that they've held steady in their growth in physical media due to all their new releases and stuff they have staying strong. And I can only assume, because I don't really know, but I can only assume that these other like boutique Blu-ray companies I'm talking about here, their growth in physical media sales have stayed or grown or are coming on strong. And it's not to say that it's just these niche Blu-ray boutique videos that they're making that appeal to a certain range of us. Let's be honest, some of these are just appeal to certain people, certain audiences. But like we recently got The Thing, a new 4K scan of The Thing, which is absolutely beautiful, and that's like a major studio release. And yes, you can find The Thing on streaming and everything, but it's not the same on this new 4K disc. It's beautiful. So there's that too. So if you can find the right release, it's yours forever. And like with so many streaming services, some like they change hands, the rights to movies. They're making just pumping out so much content that's just it's just hard to find the good stuff in it. And I will say streaming is definitely not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's going to stay probably the number one form of entertainment for people in their homes. Which I'll be perfectly honest with you, it has helped me with the ease, because sometimes I can't get to the theater. Sometimes I just can't get the newest release right off the bat. So I can rent it and watch it, or Cobra Kai on Netflix, to take an example, because I love the show Cobra Kai and it's only on Netflix. But they have been releasing the series on DVD, so I'm hoping maybe when the series is all over, we'll get some Blu-rays or 4Ks of them to go along with the new Credit Kid 4K things. But they have the Cobra Kai shows. A lot of people like The Witcher, so they have The Witcher. Even though you don't know how long these shows will last or stay on there, or how long they're going to run. And maybe you can't afford Netflix and you want to keep watching these shows. So, Netflix, maybe you should consider moving into the physical media side. It could only help you some. I'm just saying. But basically, this is another physical media versus streaming thing where I think physical media has a bit of an edge here. And, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, because like I've talked about before, and like so many have talked about before, physical media is not dying. DVDs, even though, I tend to buy Blu-rays or 4Ks now, DVDs are like the number one form of physical media in the movie and entertainment, like that type of department. I mean, they sell buku of those. So don't believe the lies that physical media is a dying thing. It's not. They're staying around, and they're actually doing gangbusters right now. There's so many coming out in 2022 releases that you probably won't be able to find on streaming, or that are going to be so much better picture quality with so many better special features than you would ever have on streaming. So I'm just saying, keep your streaming services, maybe cut some of them loose, because honestly, if once you start adding them all together, it is basically like having cable again. And a lot of us still do have cable out there too, so don't be fooled about that as well too. But yeah, I'm just saying, it sucks for the streaming people out there who beholden to that, but for physical media lovers, it's awesome. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section down below, because I really do want to know your thoughts, because I know not everybody can purchase physical media. I know it can be an expensive hobby as well too, because some of these releases, they can be a bit pricey when they first come out, but then they eventually do drop, and then occasionally they go out of print and it's hard to find. So there's the downside of physical media for some people out there. But man, damn, is it fun collecting? Is it addicting? Is it so cool to have just like a copy of what you love in your hands with magnificent artwork? It's like full around art thing, artwork, from the case to the cover to the movie to just everything. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below about all this. Where do you land on the side of things, streaming, physical media? And it's okay here. If you prefer streaming well over physical media, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own thoughts. Everybody has their own opinions. And I love that because we're all different people. And if we can all have a conversation and get along, it doesn't matter what side of the aisle we all fall on. Let's just be cordial and nice to each other and just have a conversation. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Please give this video a like. Please share this video out for everybody to see. It helps with the algorithm and helps with my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Wherever you guys are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Godspeed.